from Dr. Sarah. Sorry, okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Sharon. Thank you for joining us. Today we will hear lecturing from Dr. Sharon about digital media. For Dr. Sharon, I will let you to take over the class.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Dania. So first of all, thank you so much for inviting me. Okay, yeah, good morning, class, everyone. Okay, so yeah, you all look very serious. So perhaps we just make it like santai informal way. Okay, yeah, just enjoy the class. All right, okay. So before we start our sharing, okay, or lecture, so I would like to introduce myself. Okay. Before that, can you hear my voice? Is it clear? Boleh dengar?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I share my slides. Okay.
Please allow the Sharon share screen.
So can you see the slide, everyone? Can?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So a nice, wonderful poster, okay, made by Ibu Dania and team. Okay, so today I will share a topic digital media. So as I mentioned just now, before I start my sharing, so I would like to just have introduce my simple background. Okay, so my name is Tho Pei Sung. Okay, so you can call me Sharon. Sharon, okay, and from Faculty of Business, Economics and Accountancy, University Malaysia Sabah. We call it UMS. Okay, so I graduated from the this university, okay, faculty. So doctorate, okay, PhD in management, okay, master of degrees, okay, human capital management, and as well as bachelor degrees of financial economics. Okay, so currently I am a lecturer, okay, and teaching undergraduate and postgraduate students. Okay, so I also a course coordinator. Okay, and just for information, formerly I was a webmaster. Okay, at my faculty. Okay, for a few years. Okay, so just a simple background. Okay, so yeah, nice to meet you, everyone. So it's my pleasure to to share this topic. Okay, to students from UNJ. Okay, as well as perhaps there are other students from our university, okay, Faculty of Business, Economics and Accountancy. Okay, so what you will know, okay, so after studying this chapter, basically you will able to understand, okay, the historical evolution of the media world, okay, some basic history, okay, about the the transformation, okay, of the media world, okay, and you are also able to understand, okay, new and old media, okay, traditional and the modern media, okay, in the environment of media. You will able to describe also the concept, okay, the definition, okay, what is a digital media, okay, and digital media milestones, okay, some changes, okay, the transformation, okay, explain the difference, okay, between analog and digital media, okay, and also the features of digital media, kind of like the characteristics of digital media, okay, and summarize the literature on digital media. So I gather some information from the literature or some articles, okay, about digital media. And lastly is about some introduction for the digital platforms. Okay, but I think this is a very straightforward, theoretical and straightforward sharing knowledge, not really technical. So I believe every one of you will, get some insights or other knowledge. Okay. So before we start, let's play a very, very little simple games to test your, test your understanding. Okay. So maybe we can try this one. I click this one. Okay. Yeah, or maybe I will share the link, right? But okay. Right.
Okay, Dr. Saran, maybe you can share the link in the chat.
All right. Okay. Sure.
So yeah, student can click it.
Just copy and then okay. So are you managed to join this? Okay. So what about the others already?
Please to other student to join the link that Dr. Saran sent in the chat.
Yeah.
In the menti.com.
Already? Okay. Do I need to select or just try it? Okay. Already voted. Okay. So where I can see the result. Okay. This is red. Okay. Yeah. Melody. Right. Still loading. Where? Okay, this one. Okay, I think something wrong with the. Okay, so actually I have 3 questions. Okay, I will share the link. Okay, so from student side, you just can see one question. Is it this one? Just view result. All right. Okay, so let's see the result. Okay. Yeah, actually we have 3 questions. Okay, but later I will share the link for the others too. Okay. Okay, so for the first question, which evaluation phase would you choose to experience it? Okay, if you had the opportunity to, travel back in time. So, okay, based on the survey, okay, mostly I prefer, of course, stay in this modern online and mobile media. Okay, and the second would be electronic networks. Okay, third, pre-mass media communication. Okay, wow, some of you prefer to learn and experience. Okay, in the world of that is whereby the media is not really exist in during that time. Okay, so yeah. Okay, this is the first question. So let me share the next question. I'm not sure why it just show let me share the link. Okay, right, okay. Also share, okay, okay. Okay, next question. Okay, you can vote now. Okay. Yeah. Already done? Okay. So let me view the result. Okay. So I do this one. The first question, this one. Okay. Oh, what happened? Okay, never mind. Maybe you can just type in the chat box. Okay. So in one word, describe the evaluation of the media. So before we learn what is the evaluation of the media, so you can describe in one word, okay, based on your own understanding, okay, in the chat box. So what do you know about the evaluation of the media? Just write down one keyword. You can type in the chat box. Okay, various from Aulia, okay. When we talk about the evaluation of the media, so what's in your mindset, okay? Just in one word. No idea? Okay, okay, so fast, okay, yeah, Ibu Dania, fast, okay. Okay, my next question would be, in your opinion, what do you expect from the evaluation of media? So what do you expect? Okay, I mean, from the, from nothing to modern, okay, modern communication, okay. So what do we expect something from this evaluation, but perhaps for the future, okay. So this is just a little, introduction. So you have an idea. So before we proceed to the evaluation of media, okay. So just let me continue the slides. All right, okay. Now, faster connection.
The other student, please answer Dr. Sarah's question through the chat. You can try to answer. There is no wrong or right.
Yeah.
Just
all right, yeah.
speak out your opinion.
Yes. Okay, there is no wrong and right. You just share any idea. Okay, so we all can learn together and discuss. Okay, faster connection, but more protection for privacy data. Yeah. Okay, this is what we want actually for nowadays. We wish to have a very fast connection and without lagging, you know. So of course, more protection. Like if without less protection, then yeah. Okay, if less protection, then perhaps maybe the hacker will store our data and so on. Okay, for other purpose. Okay, that is illegal. Usage. Okay. So I just continue my slides while when you have idea, you can just answer and type in the chat box. Okay, all right. So evaluation of the media world. Okay, so basically we have a few phases before print, okay, and print, electronic networks, and online and mobile media. Okay, so for before print, there is a pre-mass media communication networks. Okay, for print, arrival of the book, okay, something related to printing, okay, the material. Electronic networks, we can related to like telegraph, gramophone, radio, movies, and televisions. Okay, so for online and mobile media, kind of like interactive communication. Okay, so later we will go through these 4 phases. Yeah, 4 phases. Okay. 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 So before print, pre-mass, which is a pre-mass media communication network. So basically, it developed by the Roman Catholic Church, okay, in the 12th, 13th, and 14th centuries. So that is happened, okay, pre-mass media communication networks, okay, developed by the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, and during that period, okay, those messages, okay, communication, information, flow between people to people, okay, from people to people, okay, human to human. So it's happened throughout the Europe, okay, like in the church, okay, Catholic Church. So, for example, Vatican, okay, through cardinals, bishop, okay, and so on, and religious, okay, that's happened, okay, for pre-mass media communication networks, okay, so developed by the Roman Catholic Church, okay. So just a little introduction for this, what happened, okay, before print, pre-mass media communication network, okay. So I proceed to the next. So, sorry. So after, then before the print, okay, goes to next phase, print, which is arrival of the book. Okay, arrival of the book means some materials, okay, materials already, exist, okay, during that time. So the first major expansion in communication, okay, during that time, arrival of the book material, okay, can consider is the first major, okay, communication tools beyond the church, okay. So as you know, as mentioned just before, priests, just the communication, occur between humans, okay, without any communication tools. Now, arrival of the book, okay. So of the printing, for example, the printing press, okay, especially, okay, the invention of, movable type, okay, in the 1450s, and the subsequent mass production of printed materials, okay. So during this, this period, there is some printed materials and some machine printing, machine. So although the printing press, okay, allow for the mass production of information, okay, the printing was still relatively slow, okay, and publication remained fairly expensive due to limited resources, okay. So that's why the publication remained very high cost and expensive. Okay, so that's the idea what happened, okay, for print stage, okay, arrival of the book, okay. So here we have during that time started have a printing press, okay, printed materials. So you can see the evolution, okay, from pre-mass to print, arrival of the book, okay. Okay, so next, they move to the period of electronic networks. Okay, here we have telegraph, gramophone, radio, movies, and television. So in 1844, so the first telegraph line, okay, from Baltimore, Maryland to Washington, D.C. So this is the first telegraph being, developed, okay, from Maryland to Washington, okay, in 1844. Okay, so what's the during that time, okay, so because of this, the first telegraph, then people, human, able to connect, okay, each other, okay, and communicate, okay, through telegraph. So before the existence of telegraph, normally they will send messages, communication, okay. They will took around approximately 2 weeks, okay, journey. You just imagine if you just want to send information, to say hi, okay, and any messages or communication, okay. So it will took a few weeks, okay. Like for example, Malaysia, okay, UMF with UNJ, for example, just imagine, okay, we are live in that kind of world without advanced technology. Okay, maybe for during that time, telegraph is considered advanced technology. Okay, during that time, yeah. Okay, so that's why this is what happened. Okay, for this in this phase, electronic network. Okay, so let me share. This is what is this? Okay, so just photo about telegraph. Okay, so this is a telegraph lah. Okay, yeah. Okay, so maybe for us it's like, well, what is this? Maybe we totally blank and no idea at all what is this. Okay, so yeah, this is a telegraph. Okay, so for this lecture I will just show some photo lah, so at least students have idea what is telegraph. Okay, so yeah. So next, still continue. So from telegraph, after existence of telegraph, then next is gramophone. Okay. So what is gramophone? Okay, later I will show the photo gramophone. Okay. So in the 1880s, okay. So Emma Berliner, okay. So she invented gramophone. Okay. Which play must produce this containing about 3 minutes of music. So this kind of like in the modern media, we call it is a radio or something like radio, okay. So for this, yeah, we call gramophone, okay, for this term, okay, 3 minutes of music, okay, something like it's a radio lah. But during that time, later I show the photo, okay. The invention of radio in the late 19th century, okay, freed electronic communication from the limits imposed on it by telegraph wires, okay. So the invention of radio, okay, during that time we call gramophone, which is the most popular during that time, okay. So they the started have more functions, okay. Means the people can deliver the message, okay, through radio, okay. So that can beyond the limits of the telegraph, okay. So a message could come into the home at any time, okay. So, and at most not cost the receiver, okay, by using the gramophone, okay. So telegraph transform to gramophone. So of course, in terms of the usage, okay, the function, the limitation is better, okay, than telegraph, okay. So for this gramophone, you can send a message, okay, at any time, okay, and no cost at all to the receiver, okay. So all that was needed was a radio set to receive, okay. So what they need to have is just one set of radio, which is a gramophone, okay, and it's about a variety of cultural content, news, and other programming. That is for besides to communicate people to people, but they also have this kind of sharing, communicate in terms of cultural content, okay, news and other programming through gramophone, okay. So this is a gramophone. Yeah, something like this radio, okay, but during that time it's quite popular, okay, gramophone, okay. So yeah, okay. Before that, do you have any questions? So far so good.
Is there anyone want to ask question to Dr. Sarah?
Yeah, anyone?
Ada yang mau bertanya?
Ya, siapa? Boleh share atau bertanya soalan. If not, I proceed. Maybe later, if you have question, yeah, you can ask. Okay. So next, radio. Okay, so you can see the transformation: telegraph, gramophone, and radio. Okay, so movies were first shown at Nickelodeon theaters. Okay, so this one actually you can search out in internet, Nickelodeon theaters. Okay, during that time, movies was the first, during that time in electronic networks. Okay, so from radio, movies is very popular. Okay, at the Nickelodeon theaters. So in the late 1890s and early 19th. Okay, so were produced by entertainment industry. Okay, that distribute films worldwide. So due to radio and the movies, okay, in this phase, okay, which is electronic networks, okay. So the media world became a shared entertainment culture, okay, maybe some for the profit purpose, okay, by the major media corporation. So there are some other major company, okay, or investor, okay, they come out with the idea to, to gain profit, okay, through this. They believe that radio and movies can, bring something, okay, into the entertainment industry, okay, because as you know, radio, movies, there is in terms of the function, usage, okay, the limitation, other characteristics, right? It's far better than the previous, like the telegraph, gramophone. So yeah, so most of them will make use of this, the existing of this advanced. I mean, during that time, radio and the movies consider very, very quite popular, okay, that time. So they want like to gain some profit, okay, doing some business through radio and movies lah. So I believe you also know the functions of radio and movies, okay. So what are the similarity, based on your opinion, radio and movies? Okay, like televisions, okay. Maybe you can share your idea in the chat box. What are the similarities, okay, radio, movies, television, okay, in terms of their content? What about the content, okay, what they can deliver to the human, to the community, okay. Anyone? Maybe we can have yeah, if you have any idea, okay, well, you can write down the similarities, okay, radio, movies, televisions, okay, yeah. Anyone? You can share your idea, okay, in terms of perhaps in terms of the content, okay. So like radio, okay, what's the purpose of radio? Of course, maybe they can have, play music, okay, music, okay, song, okay. What else? They also can deliver, advertisement, right? So to share the information. Okay. What about television? Also, right, they will like we watch television, we have like advertisement, okay, advertisement, so which contains a lot of information, okay, like anything, okay. What about movies? Okay, actually we watch the movies through television, all right, but that's why they consider can be considered entertainment, can share the entertainment culture, okay, because in terms of the similarity, the content is to share something related to entertainment, okay, like music, film, okay, and so on, okay. So if you have any idea, you can just write down in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, because some different media have a different purpose. Okay, like radio, television, movies, they maybe can share, deliver the content in terms of related to entertainment. Okay, what about other social media? Okay, so different different media, they have a different focus or highlights. Okay, some maybe for education, some for entertainment, okay, some for marketing and so on. Okay. Okay, this is behind the curtain. Okay, so I get it from the Theater Historical Society. Okay, so you just look at this photo, is totally far away different from our current cinema. So during that time, this is their famous popular Nickelodeon theaters. Okay, yeah. So maybe for us, a very new generation, maybe we like, what's that, and have no idea. So I just share some pictures, so at least hope you can understand. Okay, view it. Okay, through the photo. Okay, so that's a Nickelodeon theaters. Okay, all right. Okay. So far, okay, right? Am I too fast or so far so good? So we can see the difference, the evaluation, okay, from pre-mass to arrival of the book, okay, and the electronic networks, okay. So in electronic networks, we have telegraph, gramophone, radio, television, and movies. Okay, okay, thank you, Hiskia. Okay, so let me continue next. Televisions, okay. In 1939, the arrival of a small black and white televisions. Okay, so have you ever wondering what is a small black and white television? Okay, so nowadays we are watching a television, it's color, okay, smart TV, color TV, what is, black and white? Could you imagine, okay, our grandfather, grandfather, mother, okay, watch television, okay, black and white, totally, there's no color. All right, so that is in 1939. Okay, and during that time, television quite popular if compared to other media like radios, okay, and so on. So that's the most popular, okay, television during that time. Okay, black and white television. So whenever I can imagine, whenever any family that own black and white television, that can be considered a very loaded, rich during that time. Okay. So when we have a black and white television, then they can have receive or deliver send message like news, okay, news. So what else? News, advertisement, okay, and so on. Other like movies, okay, drama, okay. So that's in 1939. Okay. So this is we call small black and white television. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay, black and white television. Now moving on to online and mobile media. Okay, which is quite considered the advanced technology. Okay, mobile technologies. Okay, if compared to others facets. Okay, so interactive communication. Okay, interactive communication. So I believe you are able to differentiate. Okay, the modern media with the traditional media. Okay, in terms of the content function. Okay, like remember before existing of the telegraph, how people communicate. Okay, maybe it will took a few weeks or few months to reach the messages. Okay, what about now compared to this online, advanced technology, online and mobile media? Okay, so the internet became full, fledged mass communication network in the 1990s. So during that times, internet is very, very popular. Okay, I still remember. I tried to recall back. Okay, back to 1990s. Okay, the time the internet arrives. Okay, so very, very popular and consider the most advanced. Okay, that is what we can see like more trendy. Okay, we can see the trend. Okay, the gap. Okay, so online media's interactive was the combination of a trend toward giving audience members new control over the communication world. Okay, so you just imagine with this online media, how we control our communication. Okay, for example, Facebook. Okay, what else? Facebook, Instagram, okay, TikTok, all this. Okay, how we can control it, our communication. Okay, with just one finger. If we would type something wrong, then we just can erase it immediately. Okay, this is one example how we control our communication. Okay, yeah. How much we want to deliver the communication, who is our potential audience, respondent, okay, and so on. So we all can control with this online media. Okay, so that's why we call it interactive communication, two-way communication. Okay. But then there is also cable and satellite television. Okay, also growing. Okay, although in online and mobile media phase, but there is also the growth of cable and satellite television. Okay, so like in Malaysia, we have, for example, the cable and satellite television. We have Astro. Okay, I'm not sure in Indonesia. Okay, but cable and satellite television. Okay, something like we have which the provider we need to subscribe. Okay, and then a lot of channels. Okay, drama from these channels we can have different types of drama. Korean drama. Okay, Japan and so on. Okay, so we can control. Okay, so that's the idea lah. Okay, online and mobile media. Okay. Okay, continue. Okay, so before I proceed to new and old media, so far any question about evaluation of the media world? It's kind of very history, about from nothing to current, okay, online and mobile media. Okay, not really technical things, but just about some background of the how the media change, okay, from traditional to modern. Okay, so you can also see that due to the changes, okay, we also can observe that of course they are getting better in terms of how we deliver, control, monitor the data and information. Okay, of course, no matter how new or how old the media, they are negative and positive. Okay, nothing is perfect. Okay, but then of course, but some people think that some people prefer old media. Okay, they get used to to use this old media. Some people are not really keen to use new media. Okay, so actually, if you are interested to do survey, actually you can find out different findings. Okay, some people prefer old media instead of new media. Okay, but some of them, okay, feel that new media bring a lot of negative weaknesses. Okay, So like, for example, maybe like scammers, okay? So when we use online media, so we tend to have the risk like being scammed, not a lot of scammer like hacker, okay? So I believe you have these maybe some friends, or you heard from someone that you're being scammed, especially online banking, when we do online transaction, okay? That's the risk when we talk about the online media world. Okay, that's why some people not really prefer online media. They will stay loyal with uh, all media. Okay, so but then they also need to learn, okay, to use accept the reality. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. So all media are new, okay. Actually, as I mentioned, explained just now, all media actually are new, no matter whether it developed, okay, during that time or now, okay. So when they have just been introduced, okay, so the press is adapted technology by now. For example, okay, at the time of its introduction, it had a revolutionary impact on the transformation of modern societies. That means, as I explained just now, during that time, for example, telegraph being introduced or developed. So for them, it's a new media because this thing, telegraph, really help them or community or villages, okay, or during that time, for them at least they can communicate, okay. Communicate means they will communicate and deliver the message immediately, instead of they have to wait for a few weeks or few months. Okay, so just for during that time, telegraph is a new media. So what about in this era now? Okay, of course, for us, telegraph is old media. Okay, so that's the thing, how we define new and old media. Okay, so furthermore, when a new media are introduced, okay, they do not replace old media, but rather integrate or change them. Yeah, this I agree. Okay, when there is a new media, okay, being introduced, so actually they did not replace, but they just they invent, okay, more innovative, okay, innovative concept, okay, so integrate or change, or they just do it more creative and innovative. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so the introduction of television has not caused the disappearance of the newspaper. So this is the real proof. So nowadays, still have a newspaper, we still have television, right? Okay, for example, the introduction of the tablet. Okay, although we have tablet, but we still have to read book, the physical book. Okay, we can read ebook through tablet and so on, but the book is still here, the physical book. So we can say that although the existence of the new media, but it will not replace the old media. Okay, just integrate. Okay, and also how we define is that the old media and new media depends on, like I mentioned just now, telegraph, gramophone. Okay, during that time for them is new. Okay, so we can see just the matter of time make it new or old media. Okay, so it's actually is quite subjective, okay, for how do we define old a new media. Okay, so during that time is old, but for now is during that time is new media, but now is old media. Okay, so so we can conclude that actually all media are new. Okay. Okay, so now let's have fun, little fun here. Okay, write down the different forms of media, whether it is traditional or new media. So let's try. Okay. Yeah, you can type in the chat box. Okay, so what do you understand about old media or new media? Any types of media that you may know? Okay, so what do you understand for new media and old media for now? you can type in the chat box. For example, new media, like Netflix, for example, okay. Okay, ebook, okay. Anything you can write down. There's no right and wrong. Okay, as long as related to all media and media. All media such as print, newspaper, okay, magazines, and broadcast television and radio. Yes, correct. He's here. Okay. Yes. Good try. Yeah. Okay. So all media such as print, newspaper, physical newspaper, okay, magazines, broadcast television and radio. Okay. What about new media? Very good. He's here. Okay. Thank you for sharing your idea about what is all media. Okay. What about new media? No idea. Smartphone, for example, okay, new media, like for example, smart TV, okay, smart TV, e-magazine. So we just changed newspaper to e-newspaper, magazine, e-magazine, okay, broadcast television, smart television. So basically, new media we can relate to digital. Okay, everything in digital we can consider is a new media. Okay, all right. Okay, so can I proceed to the next slide, right? If you don't have any questions. Okay, I believe still it's a very straightforward. Okay, what is all a new media? And yeah, we have go through the evaluation of the media in the world. Okay. Okay, the environment of media actually related to the old and new media. Okay, so what is media? The world media, okay, I just read the slides. So the world media applies to many things. It's very subjective, okay, very subjective. In the 21st century, from mass media to news media, okay, traditional media to many emerging forms of digital media, okay, like Hiskia mentioned, okay, a printed newspaper, magazine, okay, to emerging forms of digital media like smart TV, okay, e-magazine, podcasts, for example, okay. So it comes from the Latin medius or medium, which means the middle layer, okay. Media is an expression, okay. What is media? Media is an expression, okay, okay, that brings some type of information or entertainment, okay, from someone to someone, okay, from maybe, yeah, from people to people, okay, human. So that's media, okay. Like when you share something to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that's our expression. We share something, content to everyone, okay, that is media, okay, whether it's physically or digital, okay. So overall, the transformation introduced by digital technologies are changing the ways, yes, okay. So you can see that traditional and modern, which is the digital technologies, okay, really, give a lot of impact, okay, the way how we store, okay, or keep the information or data, okay, or how the way we communicate is totally changed. Okay, you just can compare like black and white television and the smart television. You can see the difference, how we, use them, okay, in terms of the content, the limitation, okay, the usage, okay. You can see it's totally different, okay, the black and white TV and the smart televisions, okay. So it's really, okay, this transformation really change, okay, many ways, okay. So like in which we produce and distribute information, okay, knowledge, as well as the ways in which we want to socialize. Okay, totally different. So the internet, okay, personal computing and digital media, okay, so really give us a lot of chances or opportunity, okay, to manage or handle the information, okay, because when there is a changes from traditional to modern, okay, we need to have knowledge to handle this media, okay, so the knowledge is very important, the way we handle the media, the modern technologies, okay, so yeah, it gives us a chance to learn something new. Okay, so we can see that although maybe for us, we will think that we need to learn a lot, okay, these new things, okay, take time, but actually in the positive way, we learn how to handle the new things, the new software, for example. Okay, this indirectly what we can gain. Okay, digital media created a whole new world. Yes. Okay. So digital media really open, big business, okay, big business, okay, yeah, in the world, okay, especially, for example, journalism, okay, entertainment, education, publishing, commerce, and politics. You can see how important this digital media, okay, for this, especially this industry, okay. Like journalism, okay, so we as the audience, we can get the news, okay, or information, okay, like for example through radio, okay, or television, okay, of okay, television and radio of course is consider not really it's a physical, but the way they get the information is through digital format, okay, like so through the internet or satellite. So we can, for example, news in Indonesia, for example, in Malaysia, so we can are able to receive the news, okay. So this for journalism, okay, like when we watch TV, television, okay, so we will receive a lot of news from different countries, right? So this is how this digital media play around, okay, their function, okay. So entertainment, okay, like music, film, okay, what else? Okay, education. So because of this digital media, okay, so students, lecturers, okay, they have a lot of opportunity, okay, they can search, okay, the worldwide country to find some books, ebooks, and so on, okay. Commerce, like online market, okay, for example, Shopee, Shopee, but Lazada, okay. And for politics, of course, how digital media can, impact political aspect. They can help them, especially do some campaign, okay, okay, to campaign, okay, and other usage, okay, politics, but mostly is most helpful to when do campaign, okay, to promote their leaders, for example, to get the vote, okay. So just imagine politician use traditional media, another one is use digital media. So which one is more, the information is more widely spread to other people? Okay, of course, digital media, because it's like Facebook, for example, it's totally connect to worldwide. Okay, maybe till Malaysia, Singapore, okay, Indonesia, and so on. But if you just through physical, like newspaper, okay, so just compare newspaper and Facebook. So, and maybe the information just limited within that area, or the country, or the state. So you can see how important digital media, okay. Okay, of course, there are some challenges, okay, about copyright and intellectual property. Okay, for example, especially for education. So they can easily copy and paste without the knowledge the owner's concerns. Okay, so that's one of the challenges. Okay. And also, of course, people will easily to copy your product. Okay, they will copy your product and they will reinvent, okay, or remake new one. Okay, that's the challenges. Okay. Okay, so we still continue with what is digital media. Okay, basically, digital media is one of the technological characteristics, okay, of contemporary media technology. So when we talk about modern or contemporary media technologies, so we cannot run away from digital media. Okay, that is the main highlight technological characteristics, digital media. Okay, so of course it's transformed from analog to digital. Okay, they are complement to each other, analog and digital. Analog is more physical things, can be measurable. Digital, everything is in digital format. Okay, as long as anything in digital format, that is digital media. Analog is more on physical. Okay, so as you know, of course, it impacts to social, economic, political, like I mentioned just now, education, okay, and other industries. Okay, so let's brainstorming. Okay, how does digital media really affect us? Okay, so this one you also can give your opinion. So what do you think? How does digital media affect us in our life? Okay, so maybe students from UMS or UNJ, you can share your thoughts. Okay, how does digital media affect us? Okay, you can write down a negative or a positive. Okay, of course, digital media give us a negative and positive impact. Okay, so yeah, you can share your ideas. Okay. Mm, okay. Yeah. So maybe okay. I think the sharing from Hiskia, I think digital media has had a significant impact on our daily lives and has changed the way we interact, yes, with information, communicate with each other and consume media. Yes, that's correct. Okay, I agree with your thoughts. Okay, totally change the way we deliver, store, monitor, okay, and to select our potential audience. Okay, that's the main highlight here. Okay, how it really affect us. Okay, but then you also can share maybe in terms specifically in terms of social, economics, and politics. Okay, so thanks Hiskia for your nice sharing on how does digital media affect us. Okay. Okay, so I just continue. Next slide. Okay. So like I mentioned, digital media basically process all information in digital formats. Okay, everything that being processed as well in digital format, that is we call digital media. Okay, so it carry information represented by a code, okay, numeric code, and then transfer it into human language. There is more on coding and programming. Okay, so this code is digital in the sense that it based on the binary distinction between two symbols, 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Okay, so they will based on this code. Okay, 1 and 0. It's a binary code. okay, 1 and 0. Okay, so what about analog media? Okay, so analog mostly more on a physical format that can be measurable. Okay, like the scale of colors that can be represented by the chemical composition. Okay, like the piece of film. Okay, or the letters of the alphabet. Okay, that you can rearrange into words or expression. Okay, so you can see the different, okay, analog and digital. Okay, analog is something we can, you know, it's a physical, okay, and digital media is in digital format. Okay, yeah, so it's can be measurable for analog. Okay, so for example here, a digital camera converts an analog signal, which is the light entering the lens. So the light entering the lens, that is the analog signal, okay, and then into a digital code, okay, which is the image is stored in the camera. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, is a complement, analog to digital, okay, digital to analog. Okay, so conversely, in MP3 players, okay, transform a digital code, okay, digital code here means the MP3 file, okay, into analog signal, which is the music. Okay, so you can see the difference, okay, analog and digital. Okay, so digital is more on some data, okay, MP3 file data, okay, image, okay, like data, okay, that is a digital code, and the analog signal is more on like physical light, okay, and also the music, okay, that is the analog signal. Okay. Okay, what is the time now? 10:30. Yeah, okay. So I just proceed. Digital media milestone. Okay, so internet. Okay, internet. The first website goes live in 1990s. Okay, so during that time, internet emerged. So everyone is very happy. So from there, we started to connect. Okay, with people from other countries. Okay, so we can search and gather a lot of information, okay, through internet. Still remember before arising of WhatsApp, okay, what else? Other, social network. I'm not sure whether you experience this, Ibu, like what we call that, Friendster, Friendster. I forgot already. Yeah, other social network. Okay, yeah, but now it's being terminated, I think. Okay. The first website goes live. Okay, and then 1995, there is Match.com. Okay, and then first social media site. Okay, so you can see a Napster. And then Amazon, okay, Hotmail being introduced 1996. And then Netflix, Google, okay, and then 2003, there's other, digital media, Skype, okay. Can you recognize this symbol? Okay. Okay, so Facebook launched in 2004, okay, 2004. So Twitter, okay, the App Store, Snapchat, then YouTube, the first iPhone launch, okay, then Instagram, Pinterest, and Siri, okay. Okay, and then e-commerce being introduced, okay, Google Glass, okay, WhatsApp, Windows 8. Okay, I just go through. We just go through. 4K display. Okay, TV. Okay, live streaming. Okay, Pokemon Go. Okay, so this we can see it's totally that's what happened. Okay, digital media from 1990 to 2016. Okay, so what you can conclude here, okay, from 1990s until 2016. Okay, do you have any thoughts on this milestone? Okay, of course, we can see that we are our technology is getting advanced. Okay, with the introducing of internet. Okay, so from the internet, a lot of people like investor, okay, or the other companies started to utilize this to gain profit, okay, to make a business. Okay, so here develop some software, okay, for example, and other digital media, okay, like Netflix, okay, YouTube, Facebook, okay, yeah. So this is how they get the ideas, okay, when internet being introduced, okay. So we can see it's very advanced, okay. So I believe you have your own thoughts when we see this digital media milestone, okay, from very without any media communication. They just imagine we just deliver message through human to human, which will gonna take a few months, a few years perhaps, and until now you can see the gaps. Okay, of course, in terms of the content limitation, function, okay, how we control the communication, okay, it's changed. Okay. Okay, now can you tell the difference? This one. This is for educational purpose. Okay, so yeah, let's play some games. Okay, so can you tell me the difference? Yeah, the way in terms of the content, how we handle the information. Okay, so this one is digital media. Okay, digital camera. Okay, for example, so this one is using a film. Okay, so how we handle this thing? Okay, this one is digital and this one is film. Okay, so when you want to wash, okay, to come out to produce a photo, so how do you handle if you use this film and this digital camera? It's totally different, right? If like film like this one, you have to cut and wash. Okay, yeah, there is a special room. Okay, but for this one and this one, digital, actually you also can choose to send a soft copy to the shop and then ask them to print. Okay, that is one of the option. But what about the other option? You can store it in computer, laptop, your phone, for example. Okay, even though you can print by yourself, if you have your own printer, okay, so that's the difference how we handle the information. Okay. Okay, so next, this one. Okay, this one, I believe every one of us have a smartphone. Okay, mostly we have a smartphone. Okay, we can send WhatsApp, email, anytime, even you may, for example, you're eating, you're in the washroom, okay, anytime, any place, you can send, okay, whatever you want to send. Okay, it's very convenient. So what about this one, the traditional telephone, mobile telephone. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, how we control the information. Okay, if by this different media. Okay, a digital and traditional. Okay. Okay. So next is this one is Walkman. Okay. Walkman, they use cassette. Okay. And this is a Walkman, but as I know, the latest one for Apple brand, we use iPod, right? If not mistaken, iPod, right? This is a Walkman also, but it's more on the function can be in digital format. Okay, so you can store in everything in laptop. Okay, for example, this one is using cassette. Okay, cassette. Okay, this one, smart TV. Okay, black and white TV. So for smart TV, we can watch, okay, online, okay, like Netflix, okay, and so on, okay, YouTube, okay. So you can see the difference, the digital media with traditional media. So what about this one, the traditional? We cannot, we just can watch a local channel using antenna, for example. And it's very limited functions compared to smart television. Okay, I assume that all of us are aware, know about this. Okay, the function. Okay, the difference between this smart and traditional. Okay. Okay. So here's another game. So let me click. Okay, so how would you describe digital media in one word? Okay. Let me check the results. Okay. I cannot. Okay. It's very slow. Okay. Let's see result. The results. Okay. Okay. It's different. Okay. Oh, I haven't shared the link. Okay, okay, wait. Okay. Let me share the link. Yeah. Okay. So you just click the link, okay? Let's share in the chat box.
Okay, students, answer the question from Dr. Saron. You can click the chat box, the link in the chat box, and answer it through the link.
Okay, easy to use, connected, disruptive. Okay. Okay, so I believe you understand, okay, what is digital media, okay? So as long as the content is being transformed in digital formats, okay, that is digital media, okay? So let's, okay, unlimited, yes, unlimited, correct, okay? So due to unlimited, you know, it creates some negative impact, okay? Yeah, especially those you know, didn't control the way you know, in terms of like comments, okay, scam, okay. Helpful, yeah, helpful, of course. Okay, connected, evolve, yes, okay. All right, okay, so let's continue. My next slide, okay, scary. Okay, so one of the students mentioned digital media is scary. Yeah, okay, positive way, helpful, negative way, scary. Okay, yeah, I know that it's just they can those hackers that can, you know, store our data, our information, our private data, and scam us. Okay, yeah. So you can see that it's a pro and cons of digital media. Okay, scary. All right. Okay, so let me continue. Okay. Okay, there are some features of digital media, okay? In other words, characteristics, okay? Chiri, okay? Digital media. So I highlight a few characteristics: convergent, hypertext, progressive, algorithmic, okay, ephemeral, and permanent. Okay, for convergent, okay, what is convergent? Okay, on digital media, different types of content, okay, different types of content. For example, regardless of written, audio, visual, okay, converge onto a single technical platform. Okay, so I give example, the personal computer. Okay, I believe every one of us has a personal computer, our personal computer. Okay, is at the same time, okay, can be used as a television, can be a typewriter, can be a radio, can be a telephone, and others. Okay, that's the convergent. Okay, that is an example for convergent. Okay, one thing, for example, the personal computer, you can use as a different purpose. Okay, like you have a laptop or smartphone. Okay, you can use it as straight as television, watch online, radio. There is a, you know, online radio, podcast, telephone. Okay, typewriter. Okay, that is a convergence, okay, to describe what is digital media, okay. This means that the production and consumption of various types of media content, okay, like written, audio, film, text, music, okay, not longer require different types of hardware, okay, because one thing, like I mentioned, the personal computer, for example, can use as a to display, okay, or produce, to deliver information, okay, or communicate as a television, telephone, radio, music, and so on. Okay, so you don't need to use different type of media, okay, to deliver the content. Okay, okay, that's the idea of convergence. Okay, okay, next, hypertextual. Okay, so hypertextual developed or introduced by Ted Nelson in 1956. Okay, so what is hypertextual? It's a text, okay, which contains the visible text to redirect the targeted page. Okay, basically it's a page URL contained by hyperlink. So when you try to observe, there is a text in a blue color, yeah. Okay, when you click, then it will redirect you to other page. Okay, that is a hypertextual. Okay, so a hypertext actually also is a text that you know, you can use it as a cross reference. Okay, so that means especially when you try to you know, you view Wikipedia, there are some hypertext. When you click that, then it will help you to redirect to another page. That is cross-check, cross-reference. Okay, so that's the function of hypertext, to cross-reference. Okay, yeah, to establish cross-reference in the computer world. Okay, that is in the computer world. So we don't need to find like traditionally we need to use dictionary, right? When we read something we don't understand, we go to check dictionary. What is that? Okay, but now you just simply click and then redirect you to that page. So you can see the difference. Okay, traditional way we use dictionary. What is the meaning? Check. Now we just, with this hypertext, we can easily search what we want. Okay. For example, here, Facebook, okay, that links to the Facebook page. So you can do the hypertext actually. Okay, so you just write down Facebook and then link it. Then when people click the text Facebook, then it will bring you to the Facebook page. Okay, this is one of the characteristics for digital media. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's a word set in underlined blue type. Blue type, this one. Normally there is in blue color. Okay, wanna be blue color. So just click and they will help you to you know, redirect you to that page. Okay, so when you click on it, it takes you to another reference. Okay, so very useful for checking out news sources while reading a text. Okay, it's very simple. You just read, hey, what's this? You don't understand, you just click, then it will direct you to that page. Okay, but provided by the not every materials that have hypertext, mostly but digital media, they have this kind of characteristic like hypertext. Okay, that's the beautiful things of a digital media. Okay. Yeah, customize your reading experience, so you can jump from another text to another, okay, as you wish. Okay, and any page that you would like to search, okay, with this hypertext. Okay, next characteristic, which is pervasive. Okay, mobile technology such as mobile phones, smartphone, tablet, okay, give a pervasive or even universal scope to digital media. Okay, so that means mobile technology, okay, like mobile phone, smartphone, tablet, and yeah, these three. Okay, for example, most popular technologies. Okay, it gives us a very you know, universal function. Okay, to deliver the message. Okay, so we can access and post information at any time. Okay, from any location, any place, okay, to track and monitor. Okay, so of course, to produce and exchange information, okay, and communicate, interact with other people. Like now, we are communicate. Okay, I'm here in Sabah. You are in Jakarta. Okay, University UNJ. Okay, so you see that's the powerful of digital media. Okay, so by using Zoom. Okay, so besides Google Maps, okay, you set location, and for example, you order Grab, okay, the food, okay, Grab food, then maybe he not really under the location, so you can share the maps. Yeah, if I mean your friend, for example, your friends, okay, yeah, you can just easily share the location through WhatsApp, for example, okay, and then you can text anytime through WhatsApp, post your express your feeling through Instagram. I believe students here, you have Facebook, right? Your Instagram, your private social network, right? So just when you are happy, then you post your feeling. I'm very happy today. If you feel sad, you post, express your feeling. Just capture a black and white image, okay, to describe your feeling. So yeah, that's the the good things of digital media. We can express, post anything, okay, yeah, to deliver our feeling, okay, and message to other people, okay. Okay, next feature is algorithmic, okay. So it's more on the most digital media service technology are underpinned by algorithmics, more on the code, okay. These are programs that follow procedural logics in order to generate specific output. So algorithmic basically is related to programming or data, okay? So it helps to transform into data and then can be analyzed and used to make choices. So for example, here, we can use with this characteristics, we can detect, okay, the track activities of the user. For example, like YouTube, we can track how many people view our page. Facebook, how many people, all these things. Okay, we can analyze, okay, view, how many views, and other activities. Okay, that is algorithmic. Okay, so that is happen in digital media. Okay. Okay, whether it's temporarily or permanent. So what do you think? Digital media and physical media, whether is it temporarily or permanent? Okay, like photo, for example, photo. Okay, so I believe mostly we are now keep the photo in our phone, right? Phone, laptop. Okay, so do you think it's permanent or just temporarily? Okay, actually, this is very subjective. It depends how we handle or keep this information. Okay, so like books, okay, books in library. Okay, so how they keep this book for long term. Okay, like library, for example. Okay, so this depends on the library, how they do the preservation, okay, or maintenance. Okay, so everything is depends on how we manage the way we keep the data. Okay. Okay, so continue. Some literatures on digital media. Okay, so there are some findings, okay, or summary from the previous scholars, okay, about digital media. So the initial introduction of computers was the purpose of the programming and calculation. So during the introduction of computer, okay, they believe that during that time is for the purpose, just the purpose of programming and calculation only, and not for others purpose. The purpose just for programming and calculation activity. Okay, it is, however, interesting to note that computer is now contemporary times have assisted individuals, governments, and corporate organizations in carrying out their daily tasks. So you can see now it becomes multi-purpose besides just for programming and calculation, but it helps us a lot. Okay, individuals, corporate, okay, governments, yeah, all these the big parties. Okay, so that's the for computers lah. Okay, this phenomenon was drastically improve human interaction and assistance. Okay, so they are trying to say that with this assistance of mobile technologies, okay, so it really improved our communication in terms of interaction. Okay, like just imagine without and with the assistance of technology, okay, how we communicate. Okay, like now we can just online face to face. What about, you know, during that time there is no technology at all? They just could send a message, okay, or information by using human as a tool. Okay, so that's the powerful of digital media. Okay, so it connect, share, okay, with millions of people. Okay, example here, just like Facebook. Okay, so you can add me, I can add you, and then you can add my friends, and so it's worldwide, spread worldwide. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the some advantages or opportunity of the digital media. Okay, I just go through. Okay, yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, of course, some challenge. Okay, fake news. Okay, fake news. Intellectual property. Okay, those things. Okay. Of course, some play important impact for the entertainment industry, like I mentioned just now, the music, film, okay, some attraction, okay, all those belongs to entertainment industry, television industry. Like now we have Netflix, right? Netflix, okay, we can watch Netflix. Okay, education industry, like we can now access a lot of reference book, okay, widely, okay, and yeah. Okay, I think this is the last, outline, digital platform. Okay, what is digital platform? Okay, it's a place for us to exchange information, okay, goods or services, okay, through buyer and seller, okay, people to people. Okay, it's a platform. Okay, so yeah, it takes a lot of different forms depending on the business model. That is for the business purpose. Okay, so it depends on how we utilize the digital platform, whether it's for business, for education, for entertainment. Okay, so Firefox, okay, for example, okay, such as Android, Firefox or Android, okay, can be seen as platforms. Okay, so and others applications. Okay, so on Netflix you can watch on Google, Firefox, okay, or any apps lah. Okay. So examples of successful digital platform is for social media, knowledge sharing, media sharing, and service oriented. Okay, social media platforms. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. TikTok. Okay. These are social media platforms. Okay. Yeah, we have, I believe we all have account, Facebook account. Okay, all this. Okay, next, knowledge sharing platform. Okay, so for the knowledge sharing platform, for example, Microsoft SharePoint, okay, Google Drive, okay, all those things. Okay, so you can see the difference. Social media platform, knowledge sharing platform. Okay, the content is different. Okay. Okay. Media sharing platform, YouTube. Google Video, okay, Vimeo, Spotify, okay. Service-oriented platforms, Grab, Airbnb, Foodpanda, Gojek. So I Google, yeah, Gojek, okay. This is more on service-oriented platform, okay. I think that's all our reference, okay. Yeah, thank you for today's lecture. So this is my email. If you want to chat or email or ask anything, you can email me. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sharon. For students, if there is any question to Dr. Sharon, you can ask right now.
Yeah.
There's still 10 minutes.
I have question, Doctor.
What question? Okay.
Okay, first of all, with Dr. Sharon.
Yeah.
I have a question about
Yeah.
old media is in radio. Why is radio is not popular? I mean, why in the current generation radio is rarely listened to by young people? Why? Because,
you mean
the question.
You mean during that time? Why television is more popular than radio? Is it?
I mean, radio is not popular by young people. It's rarely listened to by young people.
It's not popular among Gen Z, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You mean for this current
generation?
Current generation. Why? Yeah. So your question is why young generation not really favor to listen to radio, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So you can ask yourself why you choose to listen online YouTube podcast, right? Instead of radio, like you just have to tune. Okay. Yeah. That's a good question. You can ask yourself why instead of radio I choose podcast with just YouTube. Even now I also use I listening to music. I use YouTube instead of radio. Like we have to find the channel, right? Radio, those things, music, or maybe a more traditional way we buy cassette or those things. So we have learned the evaluation. Okay, one of the maybe I can just give my opinion because different individuals have different opinion. Okay, maybe for young people they tend to have fast. Okay, fast. They want to be very fast. Okay, so easy. Okay, easy to access and all those things. That's why they prefer, the youngster people prefer to use like podcast, online, YouTube. You just click, very easily. Okay, if you use radio, maybe you have to go to shop. Okay, buy the the cassette or those CD, right? So maybe you can try ask, okay, the older generation why they prefer radio instead of YouTube. So your answer is your question is very interesting. So different generation, they have a different preference, but mostly I believe youngster people, they prefer online, like YouTube, okay, podcast, okay, instead of a radio. Yeah, that's my opinion, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your questions. Okay. Or do you have any other thoughts about media? Maybe you also can share, I mean, the other students, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I believe today lecture, we at least we learned some knowledge, okay, about what is digital media, okay, introduction of digital media, okay. What else? The history, okay, some platform, but this is very surface, okay? So it's very good to maybe in the future, okay, who knows, you are interested, you can we can do some research about this you know, digital media, like Hikia's asking just now, why youngster people prefer yeah, you know, use online media instead of you know, they not prefer radio. It's quite we can know the pattern, the behavior of the consumer. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. How about the others? Any other sharing? Okay. Yeah. So we just you know, make it this class as a fun, very fun, santai-santai, okay, series. Yeah, Aulia. Aulia?
Yeah, Aulia, doctor.
Aulia.
I'm sorry in advance because I cannot turn on my camera due
It's
to poor
okay.
connection.
It's okay.
Yeah, just like you explained earlier, digital media has many advantage and it's very helpful for all of us. But why do you think the older generation is still prefer the conventional media, such as, for example, maybe in lettering or etc. They prefer the conventional way.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I can okay, based on my opinion, okay, because again, it's very subjective. I cannot represent everyone's you know, older generation's opinion, but some older generation they prefer for example, if I give example, newspaper, okay, they prefer to read physical newspaper instead of online newspaper. Now we have online newspaper, right? Just Google search, right? Can. So but the older generation still prefer read those news through physical newspaper, because they, for them, they can, when they read the physical newspaper, they can feel it. how to say it, they can feel you know, they can hold newspaper, there is a feeling, something different. Okay, what when we read news using like e-news, okay, macam like it's different feeling. Okay, that's in terms of feelings, feelings when they use physical like newspaper or e-news. Okay, e-newspaper. So you just, if you use read e-news through e-newspaper, we just scroll, like, you know, in terms of feeling, like we lack of something. This question actually I also ever asked my parents. Okay, yeah. Oh, why? You know, nowadays we you know, digital media is most popular. Okay, if compared to traditional media like the newspaper, because in the existing of publishing company still there, okay, like to you know, to publish the newspaper, like the physical newspaper. I'm asking why they don't what about if the digital media replace the traditional you know, the media like newspaper. Okay, of course they were going to bankrupt direction, for example, maybe. Okay, because nowadays we are really keen to easier, okay, convenience, okay, access the information, okay, anytime, just by use fingertip. Okay, if we use physical newspaper, we have to go to shop to buy and so on. You see the difference. So, but for the older generation, they prefer, like, they sit in the coffee shop, okay, they buy the newspaper, they read. They feel sense of something, sense of satisfaction. They can drink coffee while reading a physical newspaper. This is one of the my opinion of this. Okay, and of course there are other reasons why they prefer conventional way. Okay, so again, this is a very good research. Okay, we can do some research on why they prefer, the older people, they prefer the conventional ways. Because maybe other reason, maybe they already get used to live in this conventional environment. Yeah, so you can, when they have to accept the reality to, these digital things, they need to learn. Just remember, the oldest generation, they don't have any basic knowledge like us. Okay, like for example, like grandma, those things, right? You imagine they need to learn, yeah. Even I believe some like my mom, she actually, before that, she doesn't know how to use smartphone. Yeah, then I buy for her and then teach. You see, that's why actually we can persuade them to use digital media, but then still up to the decision or the choice.
Okay.
Okay, Aulia.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Sharon.
you. Okay. No more questions. Yeah,
I think there's Dr. Sharon, because Dr. Sharon.
there's not. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you again. It's very fun and my pleasure to to collaborate with Ibu Dania. Okay, but honestly, this is my first experience to connect, to teach guests, to give sharing to international students. So yeah, thank you, Ibu Dania, again. Okay, so I pass over to Ibu. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sharon, for joining us. Maybe we can take photo first.
Yeah, can.
As documentary. Later we will send to the faculty because we should do a lot of collaboration. Lecture our side.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. So later Ibu also share to me the photo.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Student, please take a picture. One student. Kan ada yang bisa kasih aba-aba.
Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Aulia. Thank you again, Budanya and students. So I see you in the next lecture, right, Budanya?
Maybe today only student of this class will who attend this class. Just only around 20 people, but maybe next week there will be students from a different class, from other class attend the class.
Okay, sure. Okay. All right, so see you next class.
Okay, see you.
See you, Dr. Sharon. Thank
See you,
you.
Dr. Sharon. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Davina. Okay.